I'm back. Took about 4 days for me to really get my nerve back up again to do this again, but kind of lost my momentum a little bit there, but I need to get back now. Max. But I did want to make a video because I did have good news because some progress I've made. This Sunday, a friend of mine and I drove to another friend of ours' house for dinner, and of course I felt the normal anxiety the day before, waiting to go, but normally, I have been getting out a lot more, but I've just been going to, the grocery store. Like I went to the art store and got some paints and stuff, but it's just stuff I have to do, not something that I would want to do to have fun and enjoy myself. So I thought this would be a good thing to do. And he lives about a half hour away from here in another town, so there was the drive involved too. And that was probably what I had more anxiety about, was the drive, because they're both really close friends of mine, so I don't really feel all that much anxiety around them. He's lived there about 3.5 years, and I've been there, I think, maybe 4 times. It's terrible. He comes over to my house maybe once a week. But usually those few times that I do go, within an hour or so, I'm watching the clock and looking for a reason to leave, and I'm trying to make some excuse why I need to get home. And I was that way this time. For about the first hour and a half or 2 hours, I was kind of like that, but after we ate, I just started to relax a bit more, and listen to some music and play some video games and stuff, and I ended up just getting a lot more relaxed the longer I stayed there, and started actually enjoying myself and having fun, instead of just being, just sitting there thinking all those bad thoughts and getting myself worked up. And I ended up staying. I was there from about 1 o'clock in the afternoon till like 9 at night, I think it was. Which, that's a record for me. I never stay out. If I do go somewhere, I won't stay there more than an hour or so before I usually want to leave. And by the time I left, I was just really relaxed. It was almost as if I'd just, like when you're just get off of meditation, where you're just completely relaxed and have that kind of sense of well-being. And even the drive home, which was at night and was rainy and foggy too, which both of those, either one of those things would add to the anxiety of the drive for me. But I was really calm the whole way back, and just overall it was a great night. So I want to start doing that more and going over there. I owe him a lot of visits, and besides, he's a lot better cook than me, so it's always a better meal. And just to get myself used to being out of the house for longer periods of time and being away from my safe zone. So that's another thing I'm going to just add on to all the list of things I want to do to kind of move this thing forward. I had another, I guess I would call it progress today. I started to have a panic attack today, and it got further than it usually gets before I can stop it. What I mean is, normally, just when the lightheadedness and the racing heart and everything starts, I can normally stop it at that point, so I don't have really full-blown panic attacks all that often, because I am usually able to stop it. But there's always that point of no return where I can't stop it, and it snowballs, and this time it got to a point where I had the disorientation and the unreality feeling, and my heart was racing, and I was feeling like I was going to pass out. It was at the point where normally I would think that it would be out of control, that I would lose control of it, but somehow I was able to stop it and not have to go through the whole thing. I don't really know how I did it, but just knowing that it can be done was a big thing. Knowing that even if it gets to that point, that it is still reversible. It's not guaranteed it's going to be the full-blown panic attack. So just having that in my mind is a good thing for me. So things are definitely improving. I'm definitely moving forward, and I'm going to try and keep my momentum going now with the videos and stop taking any breaks, because they just kind of get me in trouble. I just kind of keep getting in that cycle of procrastinating. So I'm going to try and keep on going with those. So thanks for all the help, and wish me luck.